And we are live. Tens of thousands of tech employees in jobs previously thought to be secure and high paying have had to pack their bags in recent months. They are seeking new positions as a downturn in the wider economy hits the tech industry especially hard. SoundCloud, one of the leading music streaming platforms favored by emerging artists, added added its name to the growing list of struggling companies this week, reportedly cutting off 20% of its staff. Since the beginning of the year, Crunchbase estimates 88,000 workers in tech industries have lost their jobs. Unemployment claims across the US are at an 8-year high. It is easy to worry about it's easy to worry with all these headlines in the news. Tech sector hiring is at an all-time high, though, despite the media's portrayal of the hiring freezes and mass layoffs. The disconnect is because of the news of slower. The disconnect is because of the news of slowing hiring from tech giants like Meta, Amazon, and who have hired in the past, but not the average job seeker. To the average job seeker, this isn't relevant. Now, I know there's thousands of other tech companies out there, and you might be worried about, you hear all these layoffs going on. But here today, I am here to tell you that you do not need to worry about these big layoffs that are happening. And I'm going to give you tips and advice on how you to strategically leverage your skills to prepare for this coming recession. All that and more coming up after this. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Bearded IT Dad, where we give advice and insight on how to grow your career in the IT field. Now, I've actually had a lot of people in the recent months reach out to me worried about the looming recession and jobs, the job market getting more difficult to start finding jobs and different things like that. But I really don't think it is as bad as a lot of people feel. The media likes to really hype up on these things. And there's big corporations such as like Meta and like I mentioned earlier in the beginning, SoundCloud and other companies like that that have recently gone through some major layoffs. And that is, unfortunate. And like recently with Twitter's buyout and Twitter laying off half of its staff, you know, a lot of tech companies, you know, aren't necessarily doing things like that. There for the average person out there, there is still tons of different jobs out there. And I'm going to talk today a little about some of the techniques you should leverage and think about when you are going out to apply for these different jobs in the IT field. One of the easiest things you can do is if you're already working in a non-IT related field, let's say as a teacher, look for other IT jobs in that same industry, in the teaching industry. A lot of employers will recognize the experience and will appreciate the knowledge base, and that's one less thing they have to worry about training you on transitioning into. If you work at a hospital, look for different hospitals that are hiring tech related roles, entry level help desk positions, and try to apply for them. Because in those situations, a lot of employers are going to realize, wow, he already knows, or she knows the or the hospital lingo. We only have to train them on the tech side of it now. That's some big things to consider. Now, one of the biggest common, you know, m- things in the tech industry, like myths or, that is out there, is the thought that you have to have a college education or degree to be able to land a job in the tech sector. And let me just squash that right now and tell you that is not the case. You don't need a college education to be able to land a job in the IT field. What I recommend for people looking for some sort of formal education to really get their start in the tech field is go out and get some IT certifications. First of all, they take often way less time. You're looking at months instead of years for an IT certification. They're way cheaper with your average IT certification costing anywhere from $200 to $300. And there are more laser focused for the type of career you're looking to get. Um, you know, our college education, you're going to learn everything in the book. It's going to be very broad and it's going to cover a lot of different things that, in all honesty, skills that you won't need for any tech position. You're going to learn a wide variety of things. Where with an IT certification, sometimes they are vendor neutral certifications where you'll learn skills for multiple different platforms, and sometimes they're vendor specific, which is even more laser focused, such as the CompTIA Network Plus is like a vendor neutral certification, where like the Cisco CCNA is meant for Cisco products. So if you're looking to apply for a job that requires like a certain certification, start studying for that certification. That is going to make it a huge impact and a huge difference in the in the jobs you're applying for. Another great thing to consider when you're applying for different jobs out there is, a lot of the times in this IT field, it's not what you know necessarily, it is who you know. So start going out there on sites like LinkedIn, start connecting with people in potential jobs you're interested in. If you go on, uh, I'm sorry, not, yeah, LinkedIn, if you go on Indeed and find a company that you really like, or you know of a company you really like to work for, go to that company or LinkedIn and start connecting with a lot of the people on there. You will and start striking up a conversation. A lot of the times, it's again not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Um, Welcome everyone who's joining us live here in the chat. Here comes the one and only. Hi everyone. Hi Lester, Blue Lantern. Welcome everyone. A lot of people tuning in tonight. What, you actually have to talk to people? Yes. Gone are the days of the basement IT jobs, where the data department was siloed off in the IT department, smelled like old socks and stinky pizza. Um, you know, IT is very much a customer service oriented position. And that's one of the next things you're going to need to realize is over 50% of the skills a lot of these hiring managers are looking for when you're going for interviews is your soft skills, your ability to communicate with others. And you might not have a lot of experience working in the tech field, but if you have customer service experience, that will transform and relate to the IT field, you know? So that's one thing you really need to take into consideration. Um, and then start looking for opportunities during, if you're starting to look for opportunities during the recession, you need to figure out a way to make yourself stand out from the crowd. You know, Twitter just laid off half of its workforce. There's a lot of people out there looking for jobs. What's How can you make yourself stand out from them? How can you make yourself look better than them? What are some things you can do to leverage on your resume to catch an hiring manager's eye? Do you have a home lab? Do you have a blog, a YouTube channel? Have you done volunteer work for like your church or a local nonprofit? What are some things you can put on that resume that will make you stand out from everyone else? And again, I can't stress this enough. You know, you can have a great resume with college education and all that, but at the end of the day, if you don't have those communication skills, people are not going to be interested in hiring you. One of the comments we just got in, I refuse to beg for a job. If I meet the qualifications, I shouldn't have to sweet talk my way into a job. And that I think those days are going to be going away here soon. I hate to say it. Because when I got hired for my job, I'm currently the director of network operations. I was hired over people with college educations, with degrees, with prior work experience in this exact position. And I come in 3 years into the field with no prior work experience, no, one or two certifications, and no college education. So, and I landed the job over these other people, and I'm making, six figures now. So I think the job days of, oh, I'm qualified, I should just be getting the job. I think those days are gone. And it's unfortunate, but it's just reality of it. This is where the rubber is going to meet the road. This is where if you're not willing to adapt to the changing times, you're going to be left behind. Technology is constantly evolving, the industry is constantly changing, and so is the employees. The employers are changing, but not only the employees, the and not only the employer is changing, but the employees have to evolve and adapt. And if you're not willing to go the extra mile, that's going to be the difference between you landing a six-figure cushy position and a basic being stuck on the help desk for years. I've talked to people who have entered the field and been on the help desk for 9 plus years, and they're miserable and they're like, I want to get off the help desk. Great. What are you doing to advance your career? What are you doing to better yourself and differentiate yourself from all the other people who want to get off the help desk? You got to put in these extra effort. If you just sit back on your, sitting on your hands or twiddling your thumbs, you're not going to get anywhere in this career field. I apologize. My GoFundMe for my new desk chair still hasn't hit its goal yet. This desk chair keeps on sinking down. Anyways, so I talked a little bit about developing a network, but that is really an important thing to do. Not just getting out there on LinkedIn, but now that COVID is kind of calmed down, go out to different networking events. Go to sites like meetup.com and go to networking events. I've seen Facebook groups where they have in person, where you actually going face to face and talking to the people. A lot of times there's hiring managers out there trying to recruit or survey what type of talent is out there. So, go out there and start talking to people, start meeting people. And then when you go to apply for a job, you can reach out to that person and said, hey, by the way, I just applied for this position and just want to let you know that I threw my hat my hat in the ring, and I'm, out there actively seeking. Sometimes nothing will come out of that. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, thanks. I know the hiring manager. I'm going to go talk to him right now and just mention your name. That's not going to land you the job, but that might get your resume moved from the application pile to the interview pile. And that's all you need. So I'm falling behind on comments. Let's catch up on some comments here. Great to see so many people here today. Hello, Beard IT Dad. Hockey game is done, so I will be able to make it. Awesome. If I want to pursue a bug bounty hunter full time, I need to talk to people as well. Um, so yes, you're gonna have to write reports and stuff like that to people, and you'll have to submit your findings and stuff. And a lot of times there'll be like a video call that you'll have to walk through your threat analysis and how you figured the vulnerability. So absolutely, you're still gonna have to talk to people if you are doing bug bounty. Uh, any job, IT job, any scenario, you got to be able to explain what you're doing in a layman's term to people who don't know what's going on. Absolutely. Communication is huge, and soft skills are really huge. I actually enjoy talking to people. Once you realize that you're not better than what other people, the other people aren't better than you, then you realize other people are great. Absolutely. And yeah, that is huge. Have a website, have a blog. Absolutely. I'm going to catch up on some of these comments before we move along. My job is customer facing from IT or leadership IT to facility leadership corrections to the normal user and their supervisor. People skills are a must. Absolutely. It sucks being stuck at the help desk. You can only stay there for so long. Learn to level up and learn skills. Don't be obsolete. That's the biggest thing, And I'm not even talking, my idea of coming on today wasn't even talking, to talk about being stuck on the help desk. That's one thing you got to consider. And the video I just did the other day, labeled help desk, where we gave away courses to Kev Tech's help desk course, which that giveaway is still going on, and there's still free certificates to get. But help desk is meant to be a stepping stone. You're not meant to be there forever. A year to 2 years, and then move on to the next job, the next position, level up your skills. It's like when you get an entry level job, really any job in the work field that pays minimum wage, it's the minimum. It's you're going to advance beyond that. So really, view it as a stepping stone and don't get stuck. You have to constantly be learning and adapting your skills. Apologize. I was just dropping the link into the help desk video we just did with KevTech, where we gave away 1,000 free courses just in that video. A big shout out to KevTech for that. Matter of fact, I'm going to link right to his Udemy course so you guys can sign up and then come right back. Thank you again, KevTech, for doing that. Okay. Thanks, Beard IT Dad. Absolutely. KevTech is an amazing guy and an amazing resource. If you guys aren't following him already, make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well. I used to be good at coding, but my skills are still lacking. I'm taking some coding courses online in regards to coding. Absolutely. That's great things you have to do. All right, getting back to what we were talking about. So we talked about you don't need a degree, get certifications instead. We talked about soft skills are king. We talked about making yourself stand out from the crowd. Talk about and list skills on your resume that is something that not everyone else is going to have. Build yourself a home lab. Talk about it in your interview. you know, Create a blog and talk about some of the achievements and stuff, your projects you're working on. Like one thing I just did is I set up my own home firewall just the other day or just today. I created a video talking about the steps on how to do that. Things like that. Future employers are going to absolutely love because they can actually see that you already know the skills and know how to do the tasks. Um, and go out there and network, start talking to people. So many times in tech, it is not what you know, it's who you know. Those are some big important things to remember. Now, I'm going to open this up to you guys already because you guys are coming in with tons of questions. If you guys have any questions at all about the IT career field, make sure and drop them in the chat and I will answer them here live on the stream. And if I miss your question, I apologize. Just go ahead and drop it again and I'll get right back to you. Let's see. I know I missed a question here. What's your opinion on getting into a position you're looking for within the company you're in? That can be difficult, at least from personal experience. Companies often like to say they hire from within, but that's not always the case. Um, I try every company I've ever worked for before I got into tech. Um, when I tried to get into tech position with them, I was never given the light of day. I never was given an opportunity. Now, once I was in tech, being promoted up, that's different. But if you're looking to move from a non-technical position to a technical position, that is almost 9 times out of 10 near impossible. I mean, when you're looking to make a complete career change, it often is a lot easier to go to a new employer than to do something like that. Like one company flat out told me that I was working for, you would, if you wanted to apply for this job, you would have to quit and then apply for it. And then there's a chance we would or would not select you. So I really hate organizations that are like that. So, but KevTech has some good advice. Couple of things: talk to your manager and see if there's a shadow tech. Learn the skills you need for that role, and ask if you can be moved into that role. Ask about PKI. Absolutely. To start shifting away from help desk into more programming heavy positions. Oh, that's Nate was talking about how he's coding. I'm currently studying for Security Plus. What other tools do I need to learn to get GRC, auditing and compliance? I am not really an expert in that. What else you should study for. Um, what I would recommend to you though is studying for one thing at a time. Get your Security Plus and then move on to other requirements. But government risk and compliance, I governance, risk and compliance. Um, I'm really not well versed in what you need, what skills you need. So the only thing that sucks about help desk is being on the phone. I'm over it. If it were chat, email, social media, I'd stay longer at the help desk. I can understand and relate to that. And so many people think their issues are the most urgent ones and don't realize you have other things you're doing. That can suck sometimes, but it's part of the job. Glenn, I sub to Kev Tech. I loved his recent creating cloud lab Azure tutorial. Absolutely. TCM or Simply Cyber has given away a GRC course. Forgot which one. Good to know. TCM is great. Simple Cyber is great as well. Or Simply Cyber, excuse me. Let's see. What other questions here? Yes, for my current role is providing support to techs on the field. And the annoying part is when they hire these guys and seem like the only requirement is they own a car. They want us to do it all. That can be frustrating. I absolutely understand. Any thoughts on Server Plus after taking the A plus? Server Plus is a great course. My first question to you would be, how is your networking skills? If you're got great networking skills, then absolutely after your A plus, jump right into Server Plus. That's a great certification. But after your A plus, if you're not already working in the tech field, I'd be applying for jobs before you got too many certifications. So many times having, I've seen it over and over again. Oh, I got network plus A plus and security plus, and I got all these other certifications before they even landed a job. And that can actually really hurt you when you're looking for work because you don't have any experience to back up these certifications. Employers a lot of times will think, oh, maybe you did a brain dump and you don't actually know this material. Certifications are great, but you need the experience as well. So if you got your A plus already or you're getting your A plus, you should already be working in the tech field or looking to get a job. You don't need your A plus to land your first job in the tech field. Absolutely not. What you need is experience. So get that experience. The sooner you can start working in the IT field, the sooner, the better chances you are of getting experience. So, all righty, let's see what other questions we have. Then we're also doing a couple giveaways tonight as well. Know what you need to work on and work on it. That's a really great advice. And if you're wondering what skills you need to land a job, go on sites like Indeed and LinkedIn and look at these job postings and see what some of the requirements are and compare them to what you skills you have. That's the best way to figure out what skills you need to develop. I have a Network Plus and MTA networking certs, among other certs. Never had an IT job, um, but a lot of self-taught labs. Can I apply for a networking position, or am I too new? You can absolutely apply for networking positions. You can apply for any jobs you want. Um, without having any experience, it's going to be a bit more difficult to try to land those jobs, but not impossible. I personally know people that went from straight, they skipped over the help desk and went straight into a networking job or an administrative position. It absolutely is possible, um, but it's not going to be the easiest jump for you. What I recommend to you is go out and start applying today. If you have those certifications, there's no reason to keep on waiting. Start applying because the only way you're going to build experience is actually doing the job. So go out there, start applying for jobs. How do you become a sysadmin? Well, you get hired as a sysadmin and then you are a sysadmin. You can tell this person's a sysadmin by the way they are. um, you become a sysadmin by leveling up your skills. So uh, personally, I've never heard of anyone jumping from no experience straight into a sysadmin position. That is a bigger jump. Um, Now, I'm not saying you can't do that. It's very well possible, but it's very unlikely. What I would probably recommend is get on the help desk, get into like a networking administration position, or like a server position or a desktop support, more advanced position, and then start applying for the system administration positions. How do you know if we can get a discount on? How do you know if we can get a discount on CompTIA tests? Well, there's several different resource. There's several different style discounts out there. You can go to through a third party like Total Seminars. They offer discounts on CompTIA certifications. If you are a student and have a student email address, you can go to Pearson's View website and get a discount. So let's pull that up right now. This is the most popular voucher discounts out there. Um, let's see. Okay, so there's a special store. If you have a student email address, you can get up to 46% off of the bundles. Anyone can get these. North Americans can get 20% off. Let's see. Student memberships and budgets or benefits. Used to be a lot easier to find. You have to do a little bit more Googling now to be able to find it. Voucher. So I do believe this is the student voucher. Academicstore.comptia.org. Yeah. So if you have a student email address, uh, you can get a discount through there. Just like KevTech linked in the chat, Total Seminars, they have discount codes as well. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull that up here on the screen. So if you go to Mike Myers' website here, Total Seminars, you can buy vouchers through them and they are discounted. You can get the CompTIA all-in-one certification guide, ebook, total tester, total sims, and vouchers with retake. That's a killer deal right here. I'm actually creating a video about these next week. Um, but yeah, the two voucher bundle, because remember the A plus is two vouchers. So you can get both of your vouchers right here for 424. The single exam voucher 132. That's one of the best deals out there. If you don't have like a student email address, let's go over to Total Seminars. So that's a great place. And it's not just A plus, Network Plus, Security Plus, um, AWS certifications. Total Seminars does quite a bit. So absolutely. All right, let's see where I was in questions here. I lost my spot. After A plus, get networking cert before going into servers. Absolutely. Oh, that's where I was. I can't find a job after get. I can't find a job after getting three certs. Build a home lab, fix your resume, fix your LinkedIn profile, talk to hiring managers and job recruiters. That's some of the best advice out there, KevTech. Um, and I can personally attest and relate to this because I myself, when I left my first job in the IT field, I thought it was going to be really easy to land a second job. I left my first job before I had another job lined up because we moved, we had a family member that was sick, and we had to just make a quick change. So I decided to leave the job. We had some money saved up. My wife went to work. But when I went to get back into the tech field, I had a really difficult time. And I was surprised because I had over 2 years of experience and I was like a network engineer developing these networks for hotels and stuff like that. And I was applying for all these jobs, but I wasn't getting any calls for interviews. And it was this advice right here: fix your resume. If you're not getting calls for interviews, redo your resume. If you're getting interviews and not getting jobs, then work on your interview skills. So as soon as I decided just to completely throw away my resume, rewrite it from scratch, nice and cleaned up, as soon as I did that, like it was like turning on a light switch. As soon as I reworked my resume, just bam, I was getting calls for interviews left and right. Um, so it makes a huge difference. Absolutely. Studying for CompTIA actual practice. I'm studying for CompTIA's actual practice test. I hate how they try to trick you into such high percentage of questions. I'm never going to give up, but I have no respect for the company. And that's just the way their certifications are. They set the bar when it comes to those styles of exams for a reason. So, props for being upfront and honest about what you know and don't know. Many people in the field can be very arrogant and act as though they are the end all be all to IT technology. I have no problem being honest. I will tell you guys, I'm 4 years into the field now, um, and I will never know it all. Anyone who comes to you in tech and says that they know it all is just a liar, because there's no way, with how fast technology is constantly being evolving and changing, there's no way to know it all. But when you go on these interviews, you need to be honest about the things you don't know, because that will make or break it. They don't expect you to know it all, and they're going to try to test you and tease you about it, in a sense. Not necessarily tease you, I don't think that's the right word. They're going to test you and see your responses. They're going to ask you questions to things way outside of your job scope that you're applying for, and it's not to make you feel dumb or stupid. It's to test on how you would react to a situation that you don't know how to handle. And that is huge in the IT field. You're not expected to know it all, but you're expected to know how to get the proper answers. Biggest tool in anyone's IT arsenal is Google. You're going to be on Google almost every single day, Googling your problems and questions you're coming up with. And it's perfectly acceptable and okay to say that. And it's perfectly acceptable to ask for help and know when you have to ask for help. If you are honest with your employers, and or when you're going to interview for things like that, they're going to value you much more. Admitting what you know and don't know is very important. You don't have to know everything, as long as you're willing to learn. Too huge. Why do you interviews have 4 rounds? Not all interviews have 4 rounds. The most I've been was 3 rounds. And just every organization is different. I personally hate it. I think 2 rounds is all you need. You have your initial round to weed out all the riffraff and people who are truly not interested, and then you pick your select few that you think you would offer the position to, bring them back for a second round to try to compare the three together. And that's really all you need, I believe. So, but every organization is different. Heck, I landed a job manning a fleet of vehicles, and all I had was experience working on my own stuff. Absolutely. Let's see. A coworker was surprised I had never had the A+, and he thought I didn't explain the course objectives, and he thought I did. I explained the course objectives, and he was surprised how difficult it had gone. He hadn't learned any cloud stuff until he took his Azure certs. I got hired without my A+, and a lot of people are surprised. You know, Another thing that tons of people are surprised is I'm the director of network operations after only being 3 years in the field, and my only certifications, my A+, and then I have a Cisco Meraki certification, which it's hard to describe unless you're in the Cisco Meraki infrastructure. Those are the only 2 certifications I still hold to this day. Um, Now, I've studied for other certifications, and I'm in the process of getting other certifications like the EJPT V2. I just took my exam not too long ago. I'm still waiting for the results. And then I also I'm studying for my Linux Plus certification. But yeah, you don't need all these certifications to be able to land a job. Keep it techie. Welcome to the live stream. All right. I'm still catching up on comments, but I think we should do a giveaway. What do you guys think? Should we do a giveaway? Let me know. I have a special giveaway here that is just for this live stream. So we are going to do a giveaway. Let's give away some headphones here. Let's give away these cool set of headphones. So I actually reached out to Corsair and told them about our holiday giveaway, and they are donating a pair of these Corsair HS 80 RGB wireless premium headsets for me to give away to one of you. So if you guys are interested in entering this giveaway, got to be present to win. I want you to really quick put in hashtag Corsair into the chat. I'll give everyone 1 minute to put hashtag Corsair into the chat, and I'll pick one of you at random to send this set of headsets to. Not necessarily, these aren't necessarily IT, related material, but they can help you study. They're pretty sweet headsets. I tried to actually convince them to send me a pair, and they would only give me one, so I decided to give it away to you guys. But if you put hashtag Corsair in the chat right now, you'll be entered for a chance to win. All right, time's almost up. Got a few more seconds for you guys to put hashtag Corsair in for a chance to win these headphones. Okay, let's go ahead and pick our winner. We have a winner, Paul BC. Paul BC, send me a message on any of the social medias, and you are the winner of these epic Corsair headsets. Congratulations. All right. We'll do another giveaway a little bit later in the stream, but let's get back to some of your questions you guys might have. So let's see what I missed. Um, gosh, I got lost here. Sorry. Put some music. Gotta always have music when you're studying. Okay, here's the questions we were at. I'm looking into a recommended program from my employer to get some cybersecurity background, and then adding my CCNA, then security plus. If your employer is willing to pay for any of those certifications, that's huge. CCNA is, I think that's an epic certification to get before you get your security plus. They'll make studying for your security plus so much easier. So it's been a while. It's been in what I call. Wait, I've been in what I call enhanced help desk, covering help desk to network projects for a long time. I can absolutely understand and relate to that. Alrighty. I know you personally. I know your personal recommendation for networking certification is a Cisco one. I know they are super widely used, but why them instead of sticking to a vendor neutral? Um, Cisco sets the bar on their networking certifications and is most widely used by employers out there. That's why I recommend them the most. Vendor neutral is great, but the only other vendor neutral certification out there is like the CompTIA Network Plus. And why I've never taken the CompTIA Network Plus, I just feel like so many people recognize the CCNA, even if they don't offer Cisco, like if they don't use any Cisco gear, they recognize a Cisco CCNA certification. That's why I always recommend going with Cisco. They're just so much more recognized in the industry. Where if you were to go with like Juniper and get a Juniper certification, not everyone knows what is needed to be able to pass and get a Juniper certification. But darn, they know that what you're going to need to study for a Cisco certification. So that's the reason I recommend them. Definitely. So In Florida, we have some career sourced. They will have contacts with employers and many other benefits, including employment assistance. That's awesome. Setting a bar high to the cert means companies respect the cert. Absolutely. And the CCNA has been around forever. Um, and employers just recognize it and respect it. So, knowing CCNA commands work on HP and Aruba is often enough. Absolutely. I went to apply for a job that used HP and Aruba gear, and I didn't have my CCNA, but I told them I had studied for it in the past. They're like, "Oh, you're going to be a perfect fit because all our HP gear uses a Cisco CLI. It's similar commands. Adtran also uses a very similar CLI to Cisco. Juniper is not too far off. It just has a little bit differences and nuances. So, gosh, I'm falling behind on the questions. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. There's 40 people in here. This is one of our largest live streams we had in a while. Welcome, everyone. Next week, I'll be graduating from school with my BS in cybersecurity. What advice would you give me? Start applying for jobs right away. If you have a BS in cybersecurity, you have all the skills you need. You need to get the experience. Start applying for anything and everything that looks interesting to you. Put yourself out there. Go out and start applying. Once you're in the field, you can always level up once you're building experience. You got to get that experience under your belt. You might have to take a job you don't like for 1 or 2 years to get that work, real life experience. But once you get that experience, once you get that 1 or 2 years of working in the field under your belt, you're going to find out so many doors will open for you, and you can really make large jumps. And then you got to figure out what your priority is. Do you want a nice, quiet, calm job in the field where you know what to expect and you're happy? Or do you want to make big bucks? I'm not saying you can't have both, but if you want to make the big bucks, like I'm talking like 6 figures plus, and you want to do that quick and now, you're going to have to job hop. And that's going to become more and more apparent as this recession kind of happens and companies are starting to tighten their belt on spending. You're not going to see these big raises. When I first got into the field, after being with my very first job for a year, I got a $13,000 a year raise my very first year. I jumped from making $50,000 or like 40. I jumped from $49,000 to $62,000 without making any other changes. Just at my annual review, they gave me that big of a raise. At my current job, I've gotten several raises. When I first started out as a network tech, I was making $60,000 a year. And then now as a director, I can't say how much I make now, but I will tell you, when you add up my benefits package and everything like that, it is 6 figures. So you got to decide what you want to do. If you're going to get comfortable, just know in a position to stay for the company long term, just know you're losing out on the chance to make big money. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You got to do what's best for you. But just realize that companies no longer value loyalty. Really, they value knowledge and experience. So sorry to go off on a rant there, but I felt that was a really good piece of information. Let's see. You should be working on LinkedIn, applying for internships in security, reaching out to hiring managers, pay for try hack me, hack the box, figure out what security jobs you want. Better yet, go over and watch our video we just released last week with John Hammond. We're giving away 5 one-year subscriptions to Hack the Box. That giveaway is still going on right now, matter of fact. Here, I will drop a link to it, because giveaways are awesome. I love giving away free stuff. This video on your guys' playlist. In the video, I'm not just dropping the link to the giveaway because you need a keyword that we drop in the video, but go watch that video at some point. We're giving away 5 one-year memberships to Hack the Box in that video. So that giveaway is still going on. All right. Where was I? If I missed your question, by the way, I apologize. Just drop it again in the chat and I'll get to you. Whenever I put a comment in, I lose my spots. Oh, there we go. Okay. Meraki is cool equipment. Books fell over down here. If you think Meraki is cool equipment, you'll think, oh gosh. Check that out. Cisco Meraki. Community All-Star. This is one of my prized possessions. So if you don't have any knowledge of Cisco Meraki gear, and you're on their community forum, you might see some old post by someone of the name of Network Dad. That is me. I was actually voted for my contributions to the community as a community all-star. Also went to Cisco Meraki's headquarters in San Francisco and took their new, engineering Cisco Meraki solutions course actually live at their headquarters. So that was pretty cool. All my Cisco gear licenses have expired, so my network no longer runs on that. I'm okay with setting the bar high, but don't agree with trying to trick students. I don't necessarily think they try to trick students, but yeah. Keeping it techie, skip the A+, took the Net Plus to land the first job. Nothing wrong with that. The A+ is really meant to be a super entry level cert, I feel, and not everyone needs to take it. If you have the skills, there's a good chance you don't need it. Come on, daddy needs a firewall. You want me to give away a firewall? I'm actually giving away 2 of these. I'm going to be giving away 2 of these next week. These are the Protectly firewalls. These things are so sick. So this model is actually, I even got them to spec this one out with some extra gear and stuff. Let's pull them up on their website. Okay, so next week we are giving away one of these firewalls here. This is, I think, let me do it this way. We're giving away this one, 2 of these here, the VP 2410. So we're gonna drop a video sometime next week. We're giving away 2 of these bad boys, fully loaded with RAMs, M.2 drives, and wireless modules. Yeah, you can see this one has built-in wireless chip on it. These are so cool. So if you're not subscribed already, definitely make sure you subscribe. All right. I have 1.5 years of help desk experience, but I can't think of which career I should move into next. Any tips and any help would be a help. What do you enjoy working on, like on the help desk? What brings you the most joy? I would start pursuing, figure out what you really like. If you like it all a whole lot, try to find a job that lets you do everything, that pays better, has a better job title. But that's really up to you what you really enjoy, and just follow your passion. My biggest advice to you. Okay. Just now getting back down to the giveaway stuff here. Landed my first IT job by applying on recruiter websites. In the interview, I sold them on my years of customer service and passion to learn in the IT field. No certs. That's awesome, Lester. That's the way it should be. Okay, let's see. Is there any entry level positions where I can work more with the hardware and less with the people? Entry level positions where you can work more hardware, less with people. Not really off the top of my head. Servers, if you become like, if you go take the server plus and become a server administrator, you're definitely going to be dealing with more servers and hardware than people. Networking, somewhat, you'll deal with more networking gear than people. Um, but that's the most I can think of is networking and servers. Um, Cloud, maybe some, but once you get into those like cybersecurity roles, system administrator positions, stuff like that, director level positions, you're gonna have to deal with people. So that's my biggest advice to you. Currently working on the help desk for 1 year and 6 months. Also have my bachelor's in IT as well as the AZ 104 cert. Looking to transition into cyber or sysadmin role. What are you waiting for? You got 1 year, 6 months on the help desk. You have a bachelor's degree in IT and your AZ 104. You have everything you need. Start applying. Like, yeah, I mean, you are ready to go. You are ready to take that step. Um, there's no reason you shouldn't be applying for jobs today. Apply today. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to tell you no. Okay, take it as a learning experience. Move on to the next one. Don't just plaster your resume out there and apply for tons of jobs. Be methodical about it. Put a lot of effort into each job, and it sucks because it's a long, hard process. It takes a lot of time, but the more patience you have and the more effort you put into the jobs, the better your results are going to be. And you're going to get turned down a lot. I'm going to tell you that. But there's no reason. You have everything. If you have the great people skills, you have a year and 6 months experience on the help desk, you have a bachelor's degree, and you have an AZ 104, go for it. The only other thing you could be doing is studying for a certification that an employer wants you to have, like a security plus or something. Study for it and put on your resume that you're currently studying for the CompTIA security plus and you're planning on taking it in December or whatever, you're an appropriate time frame, but a realistic time frame that you're going to stick to and actually follow through on that. That's my biggest advice to you. If you got more questions, let me know. Where can I work with hardware and less people? I think I already answered that one for you. Why is it difficult to get a IT job from a company you work for now? Or why is it difficult to get an IT job for a company you work for? It's how I got my first job. I was working with companies, CSRs, CC, and had PC experience and started running interference for the help desk. It's not necessarily difficult. It just depends on the organization. Some companies like that, and they stand behind hiring from within. A lot of companies say that they only hire from within, or they want to hire from within, but they're just blowing smoke up your butt. So it really depends. Keeping it techie, agree that the Cisco is the gold standard for networking. If you want to get in, networking, get Cisco certs. Absolutely. CCNA is helpful. Looks great on your resume. For anyone who's wondering if they should get a Network Plus or CCNA, there's advice from two really good people in the IT field that know what they're talking about. What resource requirements should the engineer consider for virtualization? CompTIA makes security incorrect, saying security is not a resource. I would argue security is not a resource. I'd say they are correct. Something you should consider, but is not a requirement to consider for virtualization. They want to know what it takes to virtualize, like processing power, type of processor. They want to know those type of things. It's not a computer resource. So that's not tricking. I think that they are correct there. But I'm glad to argue that or talk about that. Uh, if I were to take the CCNA next year, what resources would you recommend? If anyone, I think the best thing anyone can do that's studying for the CCNA is build yourself a home lab. I don't mean to keep on plugging my videos. I really don't. But if you are looking to build a home lab, check out the video I just dropped in chat, or the link to the video I just dropped in chat. But a home lab is the best investment you can make when you are studying for the Cisco CCNA or any networking certification. And you don't need to spend a lot of money on gear. I'm a firm believer in physical labs versus virtual environments like Packet Tracer and stuff like that. Getting your hands on the actual technology, watching the boot screen, stuff like that, it goes a long way. That's just me. But yeah, definitely get yourself a home lab. Is there any entry level positions where I can work more with hardware and less with people? I already answered that. Work with servers, but not really. IT has really became a customer service industry. KevTech support with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. So cool seeing super chats come in after not being able to be monetized for years, and now seeing them. If you're brand new to IT, don't be afraid of rejection. It took me 150 tries back in 2017 to land a job. Someone will give you a chance. $5 coffee. Thank you so much. That's so awesome, KevTech. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I was rejected when I first entered the field. You're going to get rejected a lot. I had no experience, but I knew everything I needed to know. So definitely don't be afraid of your rejection. You're going to get rejected. View each rejection as a learning opportunity, especially if you get a chance to go to an interview. The more interviews you do, practice makes perfect. And the more you practice on those types of things, the better you're going to get. Hands down. If I get a CCNA, what should I do next after Security Plus? I have a lot of experience, but no certs. I am doing the certs to migrate. Well, it depends. What do you want to do, Jojo? Really depends. Yeah, get certifications that's going to help you land that next job. What do you want your next job to be? See what certifications they are requiring for that next position and get those certifications. That's my biggest advice to you. Also, the CCNA has free testing apps. Interesting. I haven't seen them out there too much. Are you still working with the initial company you started out with, or did you have to do the company migration that is common in the field? I did change companies. So originally I was working with a hotel chain. I think actually when I met you down in San Francisco, I was still working for that hotel chain. I've switched jobs twice since then. Did a really short time at a school district, hated all the politics, and then went to work for an internet service provider as a NOC technician. 90 days into the job as a network technician, I was promoted to the director of network operations. So a couple job changes there. Study your butt off. The CCNA is a very tough test, and it will probe your weaknesses. Absolutely. What's the difference between Try Hack Me and Hack the Box, bro? Different platforms, different companies. I personally like Hack the Box. It's a little bit more gamified, I feel, but that's just personal preference. That's really the difference. It's personal preference, cost. Try Hack Me is easier to use. Yeah, absolutely. I have heard that. But yeah, it's really cost and all that. Is this life now? What do you mean, is this life now? Giveaways? Live streams? At the box, you need to have a good understanding of security. Absolutely. I really like the Hack the Box Academy, though, that offers great training. Finally, absolutely, finally, Ryan, you haven't been to a live stream in forever. Some prefer try hack me. Others prefer hack the box. Personally, prefer try hack. See, it's really up to you. You know, you guys. You love that trophy? Oh, the Siscom Rocky trophy? Absolutely. I gotta get caught up on these questions. I was let go by a company after 7.5 years experience in desktop support. I'm currently looking, but it wasn't my choice. I actually love to work there. That sucks. You know, and that happens in the field. Um, you know, and I think people are going to feel that a little bit more. You know, there was a lot of tech staff hired on for the pandemic. Now that the pandemic is over and that we're in this recession, companies are going to start squeezing tight again, and a lot of organizations have trouble justifying, you know, because they can't physically see the return on investment is IT, unfortunately. But like I said, with that, there's still tons of companies out there that are hiring and expanding. So I wouldn't be worried about it. You'll find something here soon. If you don't find yourself getting hired, if you don't find yourself getting calls for interviews, rework your resume. Biggest advice for you. If I'm running a company, you can bet your buns that security is going to be a resource requirement. Security, I find it hard to argue that security is a resource. I mean, security people are resources, but that's not a server resource. I don't know. There's different ways to talk about that. I love your Logitech keyboard. This old thing. I like it too. I've had it for a long time, though. I have one at my work that's like a third, like it's only a year old, and all these keys have like worn off. Oh, that video is super jittery. I don't know what's going on there. Love what you're doing. I'm just venting because in mid's practice test right now. Sorry, I'm coming off argumentative. Oh, no worries. But on that note, if you love what we're doing, should we do another giveaway, everyone? What should we give away? I gotta see what giveaways I don't have lined up yet. One second here. Okay. Let's do this. My good friend, Network Chuck, has given me some free subscriptions to his new platform he's coming out with, the Network Chuck Academy. Let's give away someone 1 year access to Network Chuck's Academy. So, this right here. We're going to give away 1 year access to Network Chuck Academy to one person. All right. Let's see. I got to come up with a keyword to drop in chat. Let's see. All right. So if you guys want to enter to win Network Chuck, or 1 year access to Network Chuck Academy, you have to drop the hashtag network in the chat. I'll give you guys 1 minute to drop hashtag network in the chat, and I'll pick one lucky winner to win 1 year access to the Network Chuck Academy. This is awesome. $120 a year prize here. This bundle includes Android bug bounty hunting, you know, just tons of security minded courses, Linux for hackers, Python, CCNA course he's currently working on, subnetting, like tons and tons of cool projects. We're gonna give away 1 year access to this. Hashtag network. Putting it in multiple times won't give you extra entries. Okay, Got a couple more minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. Okay. Don't know what happened with my Nightbot there. Started picking a whole bunch of winners. We're only giving one away. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Sorry for all those drops in there from the Nightbot. You didn't all win. I'm gonna reset it right now. Reset eligibility. Keyword. Not case sensitive. Okay. I apologize. This thing went crazy. We're gonna drop another keyword. So if you want to enter to win the Network Chuck Academy, drop hashtag Chuck. CHUCK. Hashtag Chuck. We'll pick a winner right now. I apologize. I don't know what was happening with Nightbot. Nightbot was Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. All right. Hashtag Chuck. We're gonna pick one winner. Only one winner here to get to win this giveaway. I'm super excited. I'm actually doing an interview with Network Chuck here next week. I'm so looking forward to it. Okay. Ready? Everyone got their entry in? I'm going to click it here in 2 seconds. Put it up on screen so you guys know I'm being truthful. Okay, ready? No eligible winners. Okay. Anton, alive. You have won. You have won the 1-year subscription to Network Chuck's Academy. Reach out to me on any social media platform with your YouTube username, and I will send you your prize. Okay. So let's get back to the chat here. We'll do one more giveaway before this live stream's over. Okay, where were we? If you guys have any questions at all, make sure and drop them in the chat. Oh, okay. What companies pay 6-figure entry-level security jobs? Gosh, I don't know about necessarily an entry-level position, but I mean, if you have a couple years experience, you're going to get 6 figures no problem in this industry. You just have to be working on it. So yes, we're going to do another giveaway tonight. One more giveaway tonight, right at the end of the stream, and then there'll be a giveaway first thing Monday morning. Actually, every day next week, we're going to try to do a giveaway. Let's see here. Currently been on the help desk for 1 year, 6 months. Oh no, I already read that one. Come on, change here. The CCNA 200-301 released February 2022. Do you think it's worth studying for the cert right now? Or should I wait because that test renews every 3 years? It's 2 months away. No, I don't think you should wait. The sooner you can get that certification, the better. And if they do release a new certification, a lot of the times you can still go study for the current certification for like the next 6 months. So let's just say Cisco came out Monday, said we got a new version of the CCNA for you. Most of the time, they give you up to like 6 months after they come out with the new version, where you can still take the old version. Um, and any employer doesn't care what version of CCNA you have; they care about that you have the certification. So go out and get your certification. Absolutely. So, I say security was a resource requirement. Wrong to CompTIA. I'm here from Kit. Why do so many of y'all hate people so much? Aren't people great? Some people are just not people. Some people don't take security seriously. Everything from propping doors open that shouldn't be to not setting passwords. Absolutely. How do we enter the giveaways? Well, each giveaway is different. So here on the live streams, I'll typically drop a hashtag, a keyword for you to drop in the chat, and we will pick it from the chat. Our other giveaways, there's multiple different ways to enter. Let's go ahead and link to some of the giveaways we currently have running. So one of our very first giveaways was from Kingston. This one's still going for a chance to win. There's a link in the video of this, in the description of the video I just dropped in chat, and you need a keyword to enter. So there's that giveaway we're doing right now. I do believe the ethical hacking course from Anthony Sequeira, I believe, is gone already. Oops. Check here. These are giveaways you all can go sign up for right now. No. So here's a giveaway for you guys. Just drop a link in chat. It goes to Anthony Sequeira's Udemy course, Ethical Hacking, the ultimate kit for certifications and beyond. So I just dropped this link in chat, itdad.info/Anthony EH. Use that link I just dropped in chat for a chance to sign up for a free ethical hacking course from Anthony Sequeira. This is an epic deal here for you guys. So definitely everyone go sign up. The more the merrier. It is limited to the first 100 people who sign up using that link. So definitely go sign up for that. Okay, next giveaway we have going on is from Pen Tester Labs. I know I'm dropping a lot of links here. So we did a video interviewing the CEO of Pen Tester Labs, and in that video we dropped a keyword. You can sign up for that giveaway for the Pen Tester Labs giveaway. After that, let's see. We did a couple of videos with Cyber. Sign up for. Just go back here. Just go back and look at some of our last videos. Here's definitely something you all can win right now. Is KevTech IT donated 1,000 of his Udemy courses, help desk courses, for me to give away to you guys. You can see it right here. So this link here, I am going to drop in chat. Use that link. You can get free access to Kevin's IT support help desk course. There's 1,000 of those. He's given us 1,000 to give away. There's only 9 hours left at this price. So you only have 9 hours to sign up for this course. So definitely, guys, go out and sign up. I've given away thousands of dollars worth of courses to you guys tonight. We'll still, don't worry, we'll do one more giveaway. Okay, getting back to chat here. KevTech Udemy course is good. I grabbed it last week. That's awesome. Let's see. What other? Yeah, Anton won twice. Well, I think we can pick another giveaway here. Early morning from the EU. Anton, thank you. I've been feeling down and out all day. I'm glad to help. If you guys have any more questions, make sure and drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I think we'll do one more giveaway and wrap up the live stream. What do you guys think? Should we do another giveaway tonight? Let me know. How many of you have liked this video? Have all of you gone out and liked the video yet? That helps in more ways than you guys realize. If you're liking this video so far, make sure and give it a thumbs up. Looking through my list of giveaways. How about we give away some TCM security? So let's do that. Let's give away access to TCM security. What's TCM security, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. My website, my computer will load. TCM security is an Epic company. They have created the PNPT, which is one of the industry leading IT cybersecurity certifications out there, penetration security certs. And we're going to give away access. We're going to give away one person, a free course, excluding the PNPT, from TCM. You can pick from any one of these courses: Practical Ethical Hacking, the complete course; Windows Privilege Escalation, Linux Privilege Escalation, Onset Framework Fundamentals, External Pentester Playbook. Any of these courses here that you see on the screen: Linux 101, Python 101. These are some amazing courses, and this library, every time I look at it, just grows and grows. So definitely, let's go ahead and give one of these away. We're going to just keep this simple with the theme. I want you guys to drop hashtag TCM in chat right now. I will give you 1 minute to drop hashtag TCM, and I will pick one winner to win. Hashtag TCM. Obviously, the giveaway is not for the one-on-one career coaching. It is for one of these courses on the screen. This one is a really good one. The Practical Ethical Hacking, the complete course. 25 hours of up-to-date practical hacking techniques. Absolutely no filter. That's what I love about TCM. TCM is great. I mean, just look at all this. So PNPT certification progression, course introduction, note keeping. Like, this is epic information. I know it doesn't show it all here. Oh, I also actually show, yeah, here. IP addresses, MAC addresses, subnetting, installing VMware, VirtualBox, exploring Kali Linux, sudo overview. Like, just so, look at all this information. If I was you, I would definitely go with this course. Okay. Let's bring. So we got 28 eligible people. Anton, I'm leaving you out this time. Sorry. You've won 2 prizes. Okay. All the rest of you are eligible. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick. Hugo R. Hugo R, you are the winner of the TCM voucher tonight. Congratulations. That is awesome. I'm so glad. Send me a message on any of my social media platforms and give me your email information, and I will send out that voucher to you. Before we wrap up the live stream, everyone, if you have any last minute questions, make sure and drop them in the cat. It's getting late, guys. If you have any questions, make sure and drop them in the chat, and I will answer them. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. This was an epic live stream. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because next week we're doing 5 different giveaways with big prizes. I mean, you know what? Since you're here on the live stream, I'm going to just tell you what prizes we're giving away next week. Let me pull that up. So, right out of the gate, we are giving away access to Dion Training Solutions. We're giving away 2 different Protectly vaults. We're giving away prizes from Mike Myers, Hack 5, and also TCM Security. And then we have other great giveaways coming up from like CompTIA, CBT Nuggets, INE, Todd Landley, the Linux Foundation, Boson. I mean, Job Share Skills. We have some huge giveaways. Like starting the following week, we get into our big time giveaways. So I mean, big, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of training. So definitely, I'd take a look at those. Can I link to the TCM Security site? Absolutely. There's actually, it should be a link down in my description already, but I'm going to throw this link in there for you. There's a link to the TCM Security site. This is actually a special affiliate link, so if you use this link and sign up for anything from TCM, it doesn't cost you anything, but we will get a little bit kickback. So, alrighty, what other questions we got here? Here's the link to the Bearded IT's Discord. Yes, our Discord community is exploding right now. With we have hundreds of people there, so absolutely. Sans courses. No Sans courses. No, sorry. Didn't reach out to them even this year. We had just so many different companies. We are having trouble fitting in all the videos and getting them done in time. This giveaway has been epic. Like I said, the biggest and best prize. I don't want to say the best prize because we've had some really cool prizes, but some of the biggest prizes are yet to come. It's been amazing. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the video, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you watch out for these upcoming giveaways we're doing. And until next time, hope you guys continue to keep on learning. Thank you again for tuning in.